Hi there, my magical star beings. This is Psychic Siren Tarot, and welcome to the channel. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the person on your mind and what they have recently realized about you. So we have 3 piles to choose from. Keep your person in mind when picking a pile. So for pile number 1, we have the orange calcite crystal and the sun card. And for pile 2, we have the rose quartz crystal with the 3 of wands. And for pile 3, we have the Amazonite crystal with the Queen of Cups. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to pick a pile, pick whichever one you are most drawn to. So hopefully by now you have picked a pile. Once you're done picking a pile, please find the timestamps for your pile in the description box below, and then I'll see you at your reading. Hi there, my pile number ones. If you chose this orange calcite crystal and the sun card, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what they have recently realized about you for the person on your mind. Please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you enjoy tarot content and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. It does help my channel more than you know. Also, I do have a limited amount of space for personal readings, so if you'd like to book with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So we're going to take a look at your tarot cards first, and then after that, we'll take a look at your oracle cards. Okay, so spirit guides of pile number 1, spirit guides of pile number 1. What they have recently realized about pile number 1 for the person on their mind, please. What they have recently realized about pile number 1, the person on their mind. So we have the Queen of Wands. We have the King of Cups. We have the Four of Pentacles. And we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, we have the Magician at the back of the deck, the Eight of Cups popping out. So immediately the message I'm getting here is what this person has realized recently about you is with the Queen of Wands, Eight of Cups popping out, it's like you're that type of person that really knows your worth. But it's taken a long time of receiving, breadcrumbs in your relationships, receiving treatment you didn't like, just tolerating things that you should have not tolerated in the first place, to realize your worth and walk away from things that don't serve you. So I'm not saying you want to walk away from this person or anything like that, but take it as it resonates. What I am saying though is this person has realized how much work it's maybe taken you to get you to realize your own worth, to get you to see that, I'm worthy and deserving of more happiness in my life, more happiness within my connections, more stability, a healthy emotional connection, I don't have to hold on to people that don't treat me right. I don't have to hold on to jobs that aren't, aligned to me anymore. Like, I don't have to hold on to things that don't serve me. So maybe you have had to go through a very lonely path of leaving people behind, even though you loved them so dearly, even though you didn't want to leave them behind, for your own sake, to protect your own peace, to protect your own sense of happiness. Because I do think that if you had stayed in a lot of toxic people's lives, you would have become generally just unhappy, because it's almost like a part of you would have known that you deserve much more. So what this person has recently realized about you is you at this point and stage of your life are not going to tolerate any disrespect or BS or nonsense from anybody, no matter who it is. And you're not going to hold on to anybody that doesn't treat you the way that you deserve, because you deserve happiness within all your connections. So that is what this person has recently realized. And, if I am not consistent enough, if I am not being vulnerable and open with pile number 1, if I'm not loyal and honest with pile number 1, if I'm not doing all these things that make them want to keep me by their side, then they are going to walk away. If I'm causing them emotional turmoil and just not caring for them, they are going to walk away. If I'm not being consistent, they're going to walk away because they know their worth. So it's not that this person wants to do anything like that to hurt you, but what I am saying here is that this person is maybe realizing, I can't get away with anything I may have used to got away with, and this person's not going to tolerate it, so I need to step up my game. If I want to keep this person in my life, I need to show them that I am worthy of keeping them in my life. I need to show them that I'm a healthy person or partner or friend or whatever this is. So with the King of Cups, I think this person is trying to emotionally mature in the situation and realize that they have to be consistent with the way they treat you in order to keep you by their side. I think this person has recently realized that it's taken a lot of time for you to create your own sense of happiness for yourself with the Sun. It takes a lot of hard work, inner work, emotional work to get to a place where you can feel happy. And it's taken a lot of work for you to build your own sense of confidence and see your own inherent value. You know what I mean? Where you are working on yourself, working through any self-doubt, any insecurities, anything that is currently holding you back from the life you want to live. So this person is realizing that, and has recently realized that, if I don't do that same work on myself, I'm just going to hold pile number 1 back. If I can't be that healthy expression of love, then I'm going to be hindering their happiness and joy as well as my own. And the thing is, with the infinity symbol, this person does want to stay by your side in the Four of Pentacles. They do want to hold on to you. They do want to keep you in their life. And so I see them trying to do everything in their power to create that safe and healthy love for you so that you can feel happy and fulfilled within this connection. Not that you're looking for happiness in this connection, but you have it outside of it, but that you can continue to feel happy within this connection. So that is what I am seeing here. They have maybe realized that maybe they need to work on themselves and become a better version of themselves, grow as a person. Because as I look at this lion here, it kind of looks like a baby lion. I don't know. This doesn't look like a grown lion to me. So to me, that represents growing up, becoming more mature emotionally, since it is the King of Cups. And this King of Cups looks very lavish, like with the clothes he's wearing. So I think this person has realized that you are a blessing. You are like a luxury to keep around. In order to keep this luxury around, we have to work for it. We have to, prove that we're deserving of it. So I think this person is realizing, like I said, that you're not going to take any BS, that you want what you deserve. And if you're not going to get that, then you're going to leave and know your worth. And that they do want to create this with you despite the challenge it may take to learn and grow as a person, because they do want to create this with you, because the Magician is at the back of the deck. So I think now I'm going to pull some oracle cards, see what comes up for you. I think they're also realizing how happy they already are with you and how they don't want to ruin that with the Sun. So what has this person recently realized about pile number 1? Clarify the Sun, please. We have fluoride, Asturian, and introspection. So yeah, in order to be fully happy within this connection, they've realized they need to focus on their own growth, focus on looking within. I know nobody's perfect, but maybe this person is realizing they have inner work to do. they need to focus on improving themselves, getting to know themselves, so that they too can find the happiness that they too deserve. Because maybe this person has noticed you be on your own healing journey and almost like focus on building yourself internally, and has seen the emotional results it has brought you. It hasn't maybe brought you physical results, but emotional results where you look more emotionally stable, where you look happier. And so maybe this person is also thinking, maybe I need to do the same. So clarify the Queen of Wands, please. We have Spirit, Quartz, Chiron, and healing. Yeah, you have been healing your sense of self-worth, the way you see yourself, and maybe this person is seeing your own journey and realizing some things about themselves through you. Like, oh yeah, it has taken a lot of hard work for Pile 1 to get to this place where they do love themselves, where they do know their own value, where they do see themselves, in a better light instead of a negative light. And maybe they're looking at themselves and what they need to heal within their own self-concept, within their own self-worth, within the way that they look at themselves. So that's what I see with that card. Chiron is the wounded healer as well. So there's something about them realizing about you that because you're healing yourself, you are essentially creating a butterfly effect where other people see the result that you have, see maybe their own insecurities or where they aren't putting themselves first. They could react out of getting triggered to you, some people, where maybe it's a reflection of themselves where they don't put themselves first and they react negatively. Or some people could react positively, just depending on the person and their own journey. But then you're influencing people to also look within as you look within, because they see your results from that. They see how confident you are or how your confidence is increasing. They see how you're more happier. And I'm not saying this person has a negative reaction, but maybe this person is realizing that you healing yourself influences others to heal themselves too. So we have regular star, smoky Amazonite, and abundance in the reverse. So I think this person has recently realized about you that you're more the spiritual type of person. Lapis lazuli, third eye, chakra, and consciousness. You're more of the spiritual type of person. You don't really care too much for earthly matters. When I say earthly matters, I mean like money and things like that, and status and power and whatever, you can think of. But it's like for you, you more so care about the emotional journey and how you feel about your life. With the Moon card at the back of the deck, this is about feelings, and this card is opposite the King of Cups. So this makes me think of somebody that doesn't really care too much for the physical things in your life, because that doesn't truly make you feel any different. It just is something nice that we can have. But you are more so focused on how you feel internally, on becoming more conscious of your own healing journey and of the things that you're doing within your own life, so that you can grow as a person, understand yourself better, know yourself better, and become the person you want to be. So you have grown a lot. You've changed a lot. You've transformed a lot. We have Black Tourmaline, Pluto, and regeneration. You've consistently gone within and transformed yourself, and it hasn't been easy. Pluto is a very transformative planet, but it's not easy. It's about going through our traumas and our pain and all our inner darkness, shadow work, things like that. And a lot of people try to protect themselves by not going there, because it's really hard to look at those things within ourselves and to feel those things within ourselves. But it has brought this transformation to you where you have leveled up in your consciousness. You've become more wise. You've understood yourself better. And it seems like you're more at peace with the world around you, but also your own internal world. So something has definitely changed within you. Within this card at the back of the deck, it even says transition, and it shows a butterfly, which is a symbol of transformation. So maybe this person has recently realized that you transforming also influences other people to do that too. Because they see that it has consistently gotten you to a place of more happiness and joy. And of course, we know that saying money doesn't buy us happiness, but you're focusing on the internal rather than too much of the external. And there's nothing wrong with focusing on building our stability and our abundance, because with the Four of Pentacles here, maybe you just want to be able to have enough to be comfortable to support yourself, your family, whatever you resonate with. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with building your external world. That's not what I'm saying. But you know that the happiness you find is from within, not from external things we get and obtain. So maybe this person is realizing through you all of this. So I hope this reading made sense and resonated. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number twos. If you chose this rose quartz crystal and the Three of Wands, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what have they recently realized about you. Please be aware that this is a general reading, so only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you enjoy tarot content and if you would like to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. It does help my channel more than you know, so thank you. Also, I do have a limited amount of space for personal readings available, so if you'd like to book with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So we're going to start out with your tarot cards, and then after that, we'll look at your oracle cards. So let's see what comes up for you. So spirit guides of pile number twos. Spirit guides of pile number twos. What has a person on their mind realized about them? We have the Knight of Swords. What has the person on their mind recently realized about them? We have the Death card. What has the person on their mind recently realized? Two of Pentacles. I don't know what happened with my voice. And the Seven of Swords. Okay. So I am seeing this person see you as another version of them. I see them looking at you and seeing themselves in you. Like, I am me and you are yourself, but we are each other. I am you, you are me. So I'm seeing that energy where, maybe they're looking into your eyes deeply, and it's kind of like they see a little bit of themselves in you. There is this mirroring kind of effect. I don't know if some of you relate to being in twin flame connections, but not all of you have to relate or resonate with that. Of course, this is a general reading with so many of you watching, but I feel this person feeling connected to you on a soul level. And I don't know if some of you have been in separation with this person with the Death card. It doesn't have to be, but it could also just be your own internal transformations together. I do sense that the more you two are around each other, the more you two transform and become better versions of yourself, change as people, grow. And it's almost like you're forced to look within and face the sort of emotions you have been avoiding, face the triggers you have been avoiding. You're bringing out a healing and a transformation within each other. This is what this person has recently realized about you. I see this person wanting that stable, healthy connection so badly. And I see this person sometimes feeling as though they want to cling to you, as though they want to be with you every second of the day, as though they, even if they don't express this or show this to you, I see them feeling this. I see them sometimes worrying about you, like being concerned about your safety when you're gone, worrying if you're okay, worrying about your well-being, if you've eaten, if you've drank water. I see this person genuinely caring for you and wanting to protect you from people that don't love you the same way this person loves you. And there's something about this person maybe sometimes looking at themselves and not liking certain traits that they hold. So, for example, I see this person looking at themselves and not liking the neediness, the clinginess, the always worrying about your safety. Like, am I being overbearing right now? That's an example of the energy, but I see them looking at certain traits they have and not liking it. But then I see them seeing those same traits within you and then falling in love with those traits within you and then realizing, oh, we're not so different after all. And maybe if I love these traits within you and don't mind it within you, maybe I can learn to love these traits that I dislike about myself and learn to love them. That was a very deep message, but I saw it with the Two of Pentacles, Seven of Swords immediately. As soon as I pulled these cards, I just had this gut feeling, I saw the visions, and I just felt the energy. I don't know how to put it in a perspective or words as to how I feel these things, but it's just like an inner knowing. This person feels like they want to spend a life with you. They want to spend time with you all the time, but they also understand that relationships require your own alone time, your own individuality. You shouldn't lose yourself in relationships. And I think this person knows that, but they genuinely enjoy your company so much. And there's also something about this person just loving to spend time with you. I don't think this is something they've realized recently. They've known this for a long time, but there's something about them realizing that the more they spend time with you, the more they see parts of you that they've never seen before. So as I look at the Three of Wands when I was doing your intro, I noticed that her back was facing towards us. And I kind of got the impression that I'm not seeing her fully. I'm not seeing her face or her facial expressions or where she looks like she's running towards. I'm not seeing what's going on in her mind. Where is she running to? Like, I'm trying to almost like look deeply into this image and wonder what's going on. There's a sense of mystery here where I don't know where she's running to. I don't see her facial expressions. I don't know what she's thinking. So maybe sometimes this person feels like what you're thinking is a mystery. What you're feeling is a mystery. Where you're going in the connection is a mystery. Like, we don't know where we're going next. And sometimes we just have to get comfortable and okay with being in the unknown. And it's like, although this person, I don't know why I'm saying he, I do a lot of videos with he in it. This person, they haven't seen parts of you that they haven't seen before, but then the more they spend time with you, the more they see those parts of you starting to unravel, the more they understand you more, and they're like putting things into perspective. Oh, that's why they're like this. Or, oh, this part of their personality puts things into perspective for me. I never knew they were like this, but I like this part of their personality. So I see something about that where the more they think they know you, the less they actually know you. It's like you are a mystery and you have so many parts to you and your personality. You're a very intricate, unique person. That's what this person's recently realized. I don't know why I'm messing up my words. And it's like there's more layers to you. Just when they thought they've known you fully, they don't know you fully. There's more to unravel. So there's something about that showing up here. But I do also think this person sometimes worries about the future and where you two are going, and if you two are on the same page about where you want to be in the future. I definitely think this person wants a healthy long-term commitment and something stable that is going to last for a long time and something healthy. And they want to go towards this, like rush towards this. But what they have recently realized is we can't rush love. Love takes time. When we are rushing things out of the place of fear, it's actually causing more delays and disturbances to what we want to build. But Spirit is taking me back to that quote that's like, love is patient, love is kind. I don't know why I said potion by mistake. I keep messing up my words in your reading. Maybe this person recently realized that they get a little bit nervous in front of you and mess up their words, or don't know how to exactly communicate in the best way. Just like, when you see your crush and you get nervous, like, I feel like this person still gets nervous in front of you like that and worries about what to say to you or if they're saying the right words. I think this person has recently realized that you're completely honest and trustworthy, because the Justice card is also wanting to come out. Although there's a sense of mystery about you, they still know they can trust you. And they're realizing that love takes time, Maybe both of you are on the same page and some part of them just wants that future with you so badly, but they're realizing maybe it takes time to get there, and we can't rush the process. So let's go ahead and look at your oracle cards now. I think this reading so far is very cute. I like it. So let's see what comes up. So spirit guides of pile number 2s. Spirit guides of pile number 2s. What has this person recently realized about pile 2? So we have Opal, North Node, and Expansion. We have Resolve, Vesta, and Desert Jasper in the reverse. We have the South Node in the reverse with Labradorite and Boundaries. Interesting, you have the South Node and the North Node, but the South Node is in reverse. I'll explain what I see here in a minute. Azurite, Saturn, and Discipline. And Herkimer Diamond, Earth Star Chakra, and Alignment. Okay, so what I'm basically seeing here, I think this person has recently realized when it comes to certain situations you have together, like conflicts, disagreements, things like that, a lot of the times we want to go back into our comfort zone and do things that we are used to. So I'll give my own example of the time when I was younger. When I used to have fights with people, I had this bad habit of ignoring people. And I had to tell myself to stop doing that, because communication is important. But I think it's also about realizing the type of person you are. Some people need time to cool down after an argument. Some people need to talk about it straight away. And I think it's just about finding the balance there and understanding the other person, but also understanding your own needs. But what I'm talking about there as an example of bad habits we may feel comfortable going back to in moments of triggers like anger and things like that. We have to almost get outside of our comfort zone and do the opposite of what we're used to and do what is healthy. So what Spirit is showing me as an example is maybe I have a bad habit of every time I'm stressed up, picking up a cigarette. And maybe I want to get healthier. I actually stopped smoking a few months ago, so this is really weird. But maybe I want to get healthier. I'm going to have to do the opposite of that bad habit to actually get healthier, to get to the destination I want. Same with our relationships. We may sometimes do things that are unhealthy for our relationships out of habit, out of our comfort zone, out of what we're used to. That is what the South Node is. It represents our past, what we're used to. It also represents past life lessons coming back to the surface, past life lessons we may have not learned yet. So I think you and this person have had past lives together, but you're learning certain lessons together that you may have not learned in the past life, and it's coming back to the surface, testing you to see if you're ready to pass this test and move towards your destiny, the North Node, where you're meant to be going with this person. Because your souls don't want to be stuck in the same old cycles you were in last lifetime. They want to go to the new next level and not be stuck there. So maybe this person isn't realizing this in a spiritual way, but maybe this person is realizing that they need to make changes to certain behaviors they're used to. Saturn here is very hard energy. This is about lessons, restrictions, things holding us back. But Saturn being next to the diamond energy is telling me that, you know how they say diamonds are only formed under pressure? This is turning you both and your connection into something good. Sometimes you're going through these uncomfortable phases where you have to be disciplined and do the opposite of what you're used to, and almost like choose growth and not choose to go back into our old ways and choose to be petty and toxic. Because sometimes it can be tempting to be like that, especially if we get triggered with anger and things like that. I know myself too. I'm like that too. It's a human thing, but both of you want to grow and expand in this connection together and create a healthy connection that's going to last and that's going to be valuable to the both of you, and that's going to be healthy and fulfilling for both of you, where you're not constantly fighting about the same thing and not resolving it. You know what I mean? So, what this person has recently realized about you and your connection is, in order to get to the place, the destination they want to be with you, in order to expand and grow, they need to get outside of their comfort zone and do things differently and not let the same issue go on and on and on forever, because that's just going to cause, what's the word? I'm seeing cracks within the relationship. So what Spirit is showing me is like glass cracking slowly. But the more we do this thing that we're used to that is bad for the relationship, the more little cracks show up within the glass, essentially breaking the trust between us, slowly breaking our connection. So this person is realizing, I can't break this connection. I need to make this connection. I need to build it into what I want it to be, not slowly break it down until nothing of it is left anymore and it's just broken. So I think this person is realizing, in order to get to the place we want to be in our relationship and our connection, I have to learn these hard lessons. I have to do the hard work on myself. And it is very hard to do this with the Saturn energy. It's a little bit of a challenge, but they want to do this to be with you, because they feel like you are in alignment with each other. They feel like you get each other, and there is no other person they feel like they match with so well like you. So this is what they have recently realized about you. They're willing to take the extra patience and time to do this so that you two can have that connection you both want. So this is what I have for you, pile 2. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Hi there, my pile number 3s. If you chose this Amazonite crystal and the Queen of Cups, then this is your reading. We're going to be taking a look at what have they recently realized about you. So please be aware that this is a general reading. Only take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like tarot content and if you want to stay up to date with what I post daily, you're more than welcome to hit the subscribe button. It does help my channel more than you know, so thank you. Also, I do have a limited amount of space for personal readings available, so if you'd like to book with me, you can find my email address in the description box below. So I'm going to get started with your tarot cards first, and then after that, we'll take a look at your oracle cards. So let's see what shows up for you. So, Spirit Guides of Pile number 3. Spirit Guides of Pile number 3. What has the person on their mind realized about them? So, we have the Two of Wands. We have the Tower. What has this person recently realized about Pile number 3? We have the Page of Swords in the reverse and the Knight of Cups. Okay, so immediately as I am in this energy, I do sense that maybe this person is seeing deeper within you and your subconscious mind and your emotions, and why you are the way you are today in terms of your upbringing and things like that. So maybe this person is looking at your upbringing and how that has shaped you into the person you are today. Looking at your parents, for example, if you grew up with parents, of course, and how you were raised, and maybe you even were raised in a more so negative environment with the tower, a chaotic upbringing, or maybe you just had traumas of your own that you went through. And traumas don't have to just be things we went through, but also the things we didn't receive. Maybe some of you grew up with emotionally unavailable parents. Maybe some of you grew up with trauma within the family line. I'm not sure what this is exactly. It could be different for all of you, but you haven't exactly had an easy life. You've had a lot of trauma here with the tower, but you haven't let that break you down as a person. I feel like this person has recently realized maybe how that trauma has shaped you into the person you are, how it maybe affects you emotionally today, unconsciously. And it's like they're having compassion towards the younger you, towards the wounded version of you. So, what I'm seeing here in terms of what they've recently realized about you, they've realized that you're a really sensitive person. And I don't mean that as an insult. I'm also a sensitive soul. And it's an amazing thing. I feel like you are a healer when I look at the Amazonite crystal. Because you're so sensitive and open to the intuitive realms, you are a natural born healer. You've had to go within and heal yourself, though, in order to have that awareness of your own emotions and how that may affect others so that you don't have to pass those same cycles down that were put onto you. What this person has recently realized about you is people may have treated you badly for some of you. People may have treated you in a way that hurt you so badly and you felt it on a deep level. But you chose to not become the people that hurt you. And in turn, with this kind of choice you've made to be the better person, to be the bigger person, to be the person that loves freely and gives love to everyone you encounter, instead of putting negativity onto them, this person has realized that you are, how do I put this into words? Spirit is showing it to me in a very spiritual way. I don't know if this person is looking at it in a spiritual way, but this is how Spirit is describing it to me. So you are essentially taking the hurt and pain other people put onto you and transmuting it by not becoming the person that they were and becoming more of a loving person, choosing to love instead of hate. You know what I mean? But because maybe you had certain people around you that were so full of negativity, for some of you, not all, maybe you learned to not speak your truth with the Page of Swords reversed. So, as an example, let's say you strive to always be kind and spread kindness everywhere because maybe you've experienced people being mean to you or just treating you in nasty ways. And maybe at some point you had to balance out the energy. Just bear with me as I explain this, where you are still able to speak your truth and not be a people pleaser to others, but give love from this place of genuinity where it doesn't matter if the other person likes you or not, but you're just being genuine in your approach. And if you were to speak your truth to a person you love, but even a person that you don't really know, then you can find this balance where you're able to speak up for yourself without self-abandoning or self-betraying. So maybe you went on this journey of being kind and giving your heart out to people and trying to change the energy around by not becoming the people that hurt you. But in that process, maybe you notice that, okay, I'm not speaking up for myself where I should. Okay, I'm not setting boundaries where I should. Maybe certain people don't respect me or they're getting away with certain things because I'm not speaking up for myself. So maybe you had to balance this energy out by learning to also advocate for yourself and be loyal and kind to yourself and not just give that to others, but also to yourself. So maybe this person has recently realized that you chose to become this person from that awareness of how the hurt and pain was put onto you and how much it hurt, how deeply it hurt. So you chose to not put it on to others. But in that process, maybe you became, I wouldn't say too loving to others, but maybe not loving enough to yourself. Maybe you forgot about yourself in the process. And now there's this, it's almost like that is falling away with the tower, where you're starting to also learn to stand up for yourself and set boundaries and heal your voice and use your voice to speak up for yourself. Because what good is it being so kind to everybody else but not giving that kindness to ourselves? When we let people walk all over us, we are essentially self-betraying. Think of it like this. If you were in a group setting and somebody was being mean to your friend, you would stand up for them. But why don't we stand up for ourselves then? Because we fear that the other person will think we're mean, or we fear that the other person will dislike us or not be friends with us anymore, whatever. But then it's like, why aren't we doing the same thing for ourselves that we do for our friends? So I do think with the Nine of Cups at the back of the deck and the Devil behind it and Nine of Wands behind that, I do think you are aware of this yourself. You are self-aware and you are trying to change something within yourself where you advocate for yourself more, and it is going to lessen the amount of toxic dynamics that come into your life because you respect yourself more. You respect your own boundaries, so you won't let people get away with things or walk all over you or just treat you anyway with disrespect. And now that you know where you strive to be within this journey of healing and having that balance of self-love but also love for others, it's like this person has recently realized that that's so amazing that you became the opposite of what hurt you, healing yourself, yet also preventing others from having to go on the same healing journey. What I mean by that is if you became like the people that hurt you, they would have had to heal the people around you, but you didn't. And now you're also preventing yourself from having to go and do more healing on yourself by actually realizing, okay, I need to also have a certain amount of self-love and self-respect and not let people disrespect me or walk all over me or treat me however. You know what I mean? That's what I see with the Page of Swords reversed. So I guess this person is realizing you have a place you want to be within your sense of self-worth, where you fully advocate for yourself and no longer allow toxic relationships or people around you, but then you fully have this energy of not just self-love, but also an unconditional love for others, and you find people that also have that similar vibration of love towards you. So I guess this person has recently realized what you want in your connections around you and how you want to show up in your connections. So let's see what oracle cards come out. So what has this person recently realized about pile number 3? So we have Sunstone, Sacral Chakra, and Deep Knowing. We have Ammonite, Palace, and Trust. Peach, Selenite, Universal Chakra, and Insight. Super 7, Alrisha, Star Direction. So it's like you're taking a path in a different direction. Maybe some of you used to be people pleasers. Maybe some of you used to just let people walk all over you. You didn't speak up for yourself, and now you're taking a step in a different direction. Pyrite, Mars, Momentum. I also do think at some point within the journey, you became so loving that I hope I'm explaining these things correctly. It's like Spirit showing it to me, but I don't know if I'm articulating it correctly because it's like I'm being shown it not in words, but in energies, if that makes sense, and it's hard to describe. But basically, let's just say I wanted to be a really loving person, and now someone made me angry with Mars energy here because Mars can be the planet of aggression and war. And then we almost feel like, oh, I'm not being a kind person by being angry at my friend in this moment, but maybe my friend said something really horrible to me and my anger is advocating for me to stand up for myself. But now I'm getting really confused because I said I was going to be this loving person and now I'm getting angry. And now I don't know what to do, but maybe I just need to find a healthy balance between that where I'm able to advocate for myself and use that anger to show me that I have a voice to speak up for myself, where I'm in the middle and not just on one point of the extreme of being too extremely loving, where I'm neglecting myself and my own needs and putting others before me, and the other extreme of being completely aggressive and not loving at all and not understanding at all. Why can't we find the middle? So there's something here about you finding the middle, the balance between the two extremes, where yes, you are a loving person, but yes, you are also advocating for yourself and understanding that you're human and you have all ranges of emotion, and it doesn't make you a bad person to experience anger. So maybe this person is realizing this about you and that you're trying to sort of find the middle here. I do think that right now, if you are experiencing a lot of emotions to do with anger, it may be teaching you something. Your anger may be coming up right now within the emotional spectrum. I'm hearing, I don't even know if that's the right word to use, but I'm hearing it, and within your body of years and years of anger that you may have not noticed or pushed down, but now your body feels safe enough to bring it up to you so that you can finally process it and learn what anger has to show you. So this is what this person is seeing and realizing about you recently, that maybe this is the next step in your journey that's going to help you sort of become more balanced within your approach to people and relationships, but also your relationship to yourself. And maybe with the insight card, I do think since this message is coming through in a very spiritual way, maybe this person is channeling from your guides unintentionally and unknowingly, and your guides are sort of giving them messages of what's going on internally within your energy field, so this person can understand, be there and support you through that and understand what you need in the moment. Not necessarily your guides telling this person so that they just know, but with a purpose so that they can be there and support you through this and understand what you're going through, so that you have someone there that you can trust by your side, that you can share these feelings with, because this person has recently realized that you're somebody with a lot of feelings and emotions, but that's not a bad thing. I feel like you're one of those highly sensitive souls, but it's one of your deepest gifts where it allows you to access your intuition and those healing gifts you have and the wisdom that you obtain from going within those feelings, because a lot of people in today's age run from their feelings, but our feelings are there as lessons. They're there to teach us something, teach us wisdom about ourselves. And this is what you're currently doing. You're going within those feelings, not being afraid of it. And actually, it is far more brave to feel your feelings than avoid it. So maybe this is what this person has recently realized about you, that you're actually so strong and courageous and brave to be able to go deep within the shadow, to be able to go deep within uncomfortable emotions and learn from it and trust the process that, everything will be okay when you get to the other side. Because sometimes when we're deep within an emotion, we feel like nothing will be okay, everything will fall apart. But sometimes we just need someone there that we trust to support us, to hold us and tell us that everything's going to be okay. We just feel like this in the moment, but everything will be okay. So this is what I have for you. This is what this person has recently realized about you. I really hope this reading resonated with you. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.